Something strange in your neighborhood. Who are you gonna call? And whoever you call, just don't call me. I'm not good in tough situations like that. So, we just got a brand new trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife. This movie, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not looking forward to it. So, I don't know. I think it's mainly because of the reaction to the last Ghostbusters movie, and the reaction to that was just so toxic and just so horrible. And it honestly was worse than the actual movie. So, I don't know. It just made Ghostbusters not fun to talk about. And the original one, it's still fun even though a lot of the jokes in it are admittedly dated. And there are a lot of things that I'm kind of looking forward to with this movie. Paul Rudd, that's reason enough. Paul Rudd is like one of my three spirit animals, I would say. Him, Jason Bateman, and Bill Hader. So, and the casting's pretty interesting too. You got Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things, Carrie Coon, I believe, and McKenna Grace. You also have the original Ghostbusters returning in this movie, at least the ones that are still alive. And I guess they are playing their original characters in some way. And it's not like the Ghostbusters reboot, which they were just glorified cameos. And it is interesting to have Jason Reitman direct this, the son of Ivan Reitman, and knowing a bunch of Jason Reitman's movies. That seems like a very interesting choice, other than the fact that it's just pure nepotism. Oh well. The first trailer also didn't really interest me too much. It's like, oh, that's kind of interesting. It's kind of like if Ghostbusters and Stranger Things kind of combined. But we'll see how they handle that a lot more. I don't know. It's going to take a lot for me to get really excited for this movie, even with that cast involved. Because again, the last Ghostbusters movie, the word of mouth on that movie was just so toxic, and it was just so draining that honestly, it's kind of like what happened with me in the Star Wars franchise, where the word of mouth was just so toxic that I just became less and less excited for another movie in that franchise. So it just, I don't know. We'll see. Let's just take a look at this thing.
You're a great mom. I don't know. I'm fine with Trevor. But with Phoebe, she really keeps me on the outside. That's normal. She's an awkward, dirty kid. Maybe a new home could be an opportunity to start fresh. I just wish she didn't get into some trouble. There's still time.
Yeah, it's still going for that Stranger Things vibe.
We're completely broke, and our grandfather left us this creepy old farmhouse in the middle of nowhere.
Father wasn't much of a homemaker. He could hardly keep the power on.
You're saying he left us nothing?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
You went with the station wagon?
It's the only one that had an engine. What is happening here? Somehow, a town with no fault lines is shaking on a daily basis.
Maybe it's the apocalypse.
No, it's just ghosts.
For a reason.
Are you troubled by strange noises in the middle of the night?
Do you experience feelings of dread in your basement or attic?
Did you or any of your family ever see
What?
a specter or ghost? You guys hear that?
Something's coming.
The whole city. It's like The Walking Dead. We're ready to believe you. We're closed.
Uh-oh. They're closed. So, yeah, that was the new trailer for Ghostbusters. It comes out around Thanksgiving. And yeah, like a bunch of movies, this was delayed from last year, and now we're finally going to be getting it this year. I still don't know yet. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't know its tone, and it's definitely going to be more of a Jason Reitman movie, obviously, because yeah, he's directing it. But it definitely takes more of his vibe because they're more comedy dramas, I feel like. And the comedy of this movie just didn't work entirely. And like that, the only scene where I laughed was that one with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and like the little ones just burning out, and Paul Rudd's reaction was just hilarious to that. And that was more like what the, you know. As far as the other actors go, they didn't really impress me too much. I feel like, again, and I'm glad they're doing this, they're hiding a lot, and I think that's a good thing. I feel like I want to be surprised when watching like one of these movies. Like, I want to be surprised when watching a movie from a big franchise instead of like, okay, yeah, here's everything that you know, here's everything that you expected, here you go, here's a movie. So I want this movie to surprise me, no matter what. I don't know, I'm still kind of torn about the tone of the movie. I do think the Stranger Things vibe is kind of interesting, but at the same time, it's like, is it going to work? Is the comedy going to mesh well with this tone that they're going to take? I don't know. And it definitely looks like it's going to be a lot more serious than other Ghostbuster movies. And, oh, God. I don't like it when movies like this kind of take themselves too seriously. I want this movie to be kind of a mixture of both. I want it to be both fun, but that doesn't mean it can't be serious at times. So, I don't know. Also, that was a surprise to hear, like, oh, the Ghostbusters are closed. It's like, is that because, you know, we don't have Egon anymore? I don't know. So, I'll definitely still see this only in theaters, and we'll see how this does. I don't know. I really don't know. Will people actually go and see this movie? Because obviously the last Ghostbusters movie was not really that big of a hit. But, I don't know. Again, I just feel drained because the last movie had such a toxic and horrible reaction to it that it just, anytime I just hear that now, anytime I hear Ghostbusters now, I'm just not excited because I'm just remembered of the toxicity of it. So, I don't know. If anything, I have to go watch the original Ghostbusters again, so why not? So, what did you think of the Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer? Are you excited for this? What's your favorite Ghostbusters movie? Who's your favorite Ghostbuster? Comment down below, subscribe to the channel. This is Pat, and stay safe.